It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Matt Garza will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, not an ideal strikeout to walk ratio. Actually, less than 1 strikeout per walk. He's going to have to change that if he's going to be effective in this one.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Hit hard towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, guys, I think this team just strikes out way too much. They're in the top 1/3 of the league. You got to stay aggressive at the plate, but you also need to shift their focus to making contact and being more productive in 2-strike counts.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least, currently 3rd in home runs in the National League.
And I don't think anybody should be too shocked by that. I mean, he's definitely known as one of the better power hitters in baseball.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
Yeah, but they've got a tough assignment on the mound here tonight, so they're going to have their hands full. But the way they've been playing, I get the sense that no one in that dugout's too concerned.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Well, that pitch was above the strike zone because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with, as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from your corner infielders. You got to love having those big boys down the lines that drive the ball out of the yard.
Into the seats, 0-1. Garza steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jake Arrieta gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s. Looking to continue that trend here in this one.
Scooter Gennett comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Scooter Jeanette.
Down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first. In time, one away. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting nine for these Brewers. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they got to hit the ball somehow, man. They're dead last in hits. And it's so hard to get a rally going if you can't string together hits consistently. And they have not been doing that.
Jonathan Lucroy will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, and they were home for just a short time before heading right back out on the road again. So it's been a lot of packing and unpacking recently. That's the life of a big league ball player.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Patty Johnson back there. Good umpire. I know some pitchers have felt the squeeze at times on the corners, but I still think he does a good job of rewarding guys for making good pitches.
1 out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Ryan Braun gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Chris Carter will stand in here with a chance to pad his RBI total, and as you can see, he currently sits 3rd in the National League in that category.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? This is kind of surprising to me. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't think many had him pegged to be one of the best run producers in the game coming into this season. He is having a breakout year, in my opinion.
Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And there are the league leaders in RBIs that we referenced a moment ago. That's by him for strike 1.
And that's the mark of a really good pitcher here. They get just a little bit tougher to hit when they get runners in scoring position.
One and two as he chases the slider.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. He can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Kirk Neuenhuis will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line.
Well, you kind of just take his batting average with a grain of salt because you know he's never been known as one of those good major league hitters.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one.
One thing about our two starters, they'll both light up the radar gun all game long.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brewers strand a couple. After 1, no score. Chris Bryant makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Garza gets the sign. Here he comes on 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Hitter's count now. Here's the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, I know that instantly everyone's going to start pointing fingers out there, but when you're facing a guy like this, as a pitcher, you have to be allowed to work inside. Look, that'll hurt a bit, but it's just part of the game you have to live with.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Neuenhuis giving chase. 1 out.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Hit hard on the ground to second. fielded by Jeanette. The second for one, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Aaron Hill will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here it comes on 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want them to chase.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Fowler has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting seventh, center fielder.
And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Stepping in, Ramon Flores. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. As he'll take a look at ball one. He'll come in here at 259. 5 homers and 17 RBIs. That's wide, 2-0.
And his command is starting to desert him a little bit here. You hate to hit a guy and then follow that up by falling behind the next hitter, but that's what we're seeing.
Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo is there. One there.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Into the box now, Matt Garza. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one.
Probably not a steal situation here with the pitcher at the plate. You want that pitcher to hit. You don't want to risk getting thrown out and forcing him to lead off the next inning.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 1-1. Here it is. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Addison Russell steps in looking to get it going offensively. Things have not been going his way of late.
Addison Russell.
Garza's ready. First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. High and deep to straightaway right. Neuenhuis racing back, still going back. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Oh, that one got the pitcher. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Into the box, Jake Arrieta tried to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there.
Wow, he's going to be disappointed with that effort. Now, he had a few good opportunities there to bunt him over, but he just wasn't able to do the job.
Dexter Fowler steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
From the stretch. And there's the fastball that time from Garza. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, He almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. And that hit certainly represents something of a milestone for him. Number 1,000 for his career.
Yeah, that's a nice achievement for him, Matt. It's a long way from the numbers some of the all-time greats put up, but it's certainly very respectable.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And that curveball still hasn't shown up yet. It's normally a real good pitch for him, but it hasn't served him well at all so far.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Schwarber is retired. 2 down now.
First baseman number 44,
Anthony Rizzo is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. Scooter Gennett digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he takes ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. One away now. Here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. First pitch on its way. Smoke toward third. Bryant's got it. On to first, and there are two down.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun walks into the box. Reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're still down. It's 2-0. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Garza sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks second on the team in that category.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he falls behind 0-2. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready on 1-2. Taken high and deep to right. Neuenhuis looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
Right fielder.
Hit hard to short. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Addison Russell stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Swing and a flare hit toward right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now needs a double play in the worst way. That's 4 straight hits now to start the inning. He just needs something to go his way.
Miguel Montero stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is.
Nope. Ball 1.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
First and second here with nobody out. Hit hard back up the middle. Bare-handed for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
When you're trying to turn a double play, you've got to be quick. So this ball never even touches his throwing hand. Just fields it and tosses it all in one motion. That's not as easy as it looks, folks.
In now, Jake Arrieta, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he throws it away.
Whoa!
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Tap fouled at home plate. 3 runs already home here. Liner towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
This has got to be a bit of a concern. I mean, he wasn't too sharp his last time out. He's not fooling anybody right now. Just not pitching at a level he's capable of. And that's the bottom line.
Kyle Schwarber will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
The 0-1 on its way. And it's quickly 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Brewers nothing. Chris Carter is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Drilled to the right side. Zobrist with a dive. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
The right fielder, number 10.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out, and the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Standing in now, Kirk Neuenhuis. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now a drive out to left center field. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
So here's Aaron Hill. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Hey. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for his strike 1 and 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. The tag from Montero. They got him at the plate.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time he was a little too optimistic. They tag him out easily at home plate.
Into the box, Ramon Flores. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves one. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Anthony Rizzo heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Out in front of it, strike one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
This is a guy on the mound that really could have used an out here leading off the inning. He's definitely had his share of struggles so far, and now he's right into the stretch again here to start things out this time around.
Chris Capuano is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Capuano.
Chris Bryant will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And Braun will need to play this off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
I tell you, this is a nice job here. He knows the guy before him got hit by a pitch, so he's thinking to himself, I wouldn't be surprised to see this first one right over the middle of the plate. And sure enough, he's waiting for it and he drills it.
Ben Zobrist will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning, as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Hit to third. Hill is there. One away. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play.
Now batting,
Jason Hayward steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Oh, that's just a thing of beauty right there. Watch how late he shows. Then he dentons that thing about 30 feet or so down the third base line, and with his speed, no chance of throwing him out.
Here's Addison Russell, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. One and two.
2 strikes.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Back in standing.
6 runs, 10 hits.
No errors so far for the Cubbies. Ground ball left side. Hill showing off his range. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. We're back to Wisconsin right after this. Jonathan Villar will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Domingo Santana is moving about in the on-deck circle now, so that'll officially do it for Capuano.
Domingo Santana.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
What a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
Scooter Gennett will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Just missing here, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Arrieta gets the sign. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Smoke toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Ryan Braun Digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Corey Knebel will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Miguel Montero will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Miguel Montero.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grounded to the right. Jeanette is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. When your team ERA is that high, the offense pretty much has to explode most games if they're going to have a chance. Hard to win ball games that way.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. VR scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Nicely done there at short as you see him ranging to his left. He takes it on his forehand side and then flips it to first for the out.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And no problem out there for Hill as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Cubs are on top, 6-0. Chris Carter will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Arrieta into the windup. First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a play. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome. Well, they say pitching and defense is what's going to win you ball games, and we've seen evidence of both in this one. That's an incredible play right there, and it's just part of the reason why this guy still has a shutout working.
Stepping in now, Kirk Neuenhuis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there, but you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
And there's ball one. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. He likely had ball four that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number two. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
He's right in there among the National League leaders. 5th best at the moment. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Aaron Hill is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
2 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. High in the air and deep to left center field. Schwarber ranging back. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he is all the way over to third now with a 2-out triple.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far and how many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Ramon Flores will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Montero gonna have to hurry, and they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Kyle Schwarber is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit well on the ground to first. Over to the bag with it is Carter to record the unassisted putout.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Chris Bryant will be next. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard up the middle. A dive. He's got it. He goes to first in time.
Oh, great play.
Once this gets past the pitcher, I figured it was a sure base hit, but the shortstop comes out of nowhere to dive for this thing and then throw a bullet over to first for the out.
Chris Bryant will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Neuenhuis ranging back. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, he had gotten the first 2 guys in this inning somewhat easily, and you figured he's on his way to just strolling through this 7th inning, but whoa, not so fast. He falls right back down to earth by serving this one up right here.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Hard hit ball to second. Jeanette has it. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 7 and the Brewers nothing. Jonathan Villar steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
Mike Montgomery will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Jonathan Villar will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Jonathan Villar.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
Flying toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Alex Presley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Alex Presley.
Hit back up the middle. Zobrist is there to second for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
The second baseman, number 2, Scooter Jeanette.
Scooter Jeanette stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Ryan Braun gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Scorched to third, reined in. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Tyler Thornburg will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Thornburg.
Jason Hayward ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now a changeup misses here to begin the 8th. It's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Right side hit hard. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Addison Russell will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. He's set. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. The second for 1. On to Carter, and it's in time for a double play.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Settling in now, Miguel Montero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this is fouled straight back. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and we'll do it again on 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they're still in control, 7-0. Chris Carter will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
No, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Curveball, strike three called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
This little 4-game run they've been on, it's been a good one, but unless things change in a hurry, it's looking like that win streak's going to end right here.
Kirk Neuenhuis, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Tapper right back to the mound. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting, third baseman, Aaron Hill.
Aaron Hill will stand in now with two away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Trevor Cahill will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Trevor Cahill.
Aaron Hill will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least one across before the ninth.
And that's in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the air now, out to right field. On the move is Hayward. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Trevor Cahill is set to lead off. He may actually get a chance to hit here.
53, Trevor Cahill.
First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
I'm not sure what's more surprising, the fact that a relief pitcher just got a base hit, or the fact that he was hitting in the first place. Maybe they know something that I don't.
Dexter Fowler will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say up to this point. They've been whiffing left and right.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
A runner at first with no outs here. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
He's well on his way to a nice series now. Third hit so far tonight. These guys are going to need his production here, so a welcome sight indeed.
Kyle Schwarber will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one. On to Carter, and it's in time for a double play.
Man, you get back-to-back singles to start the inning. Everything looking good. And then one pitch later, it all comes crashing down on the double play.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off-speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Ramon Flores will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Low and away with it here as he can't find the plate, 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Striding into the box, Jonathan Villar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And that misses, ball one.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
1-0 pitch on the way. And he misses again, 2-0.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
Curveball, and he's just not getting the calls here. It's 3-0 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, pitcher.
Andy Wilkins will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Andy Wilkins.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. None out, runners at first and second. Hit hard on the ground at third. Zobrist. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout.
Yeah, and you know, it feels like it's been that way all night for him.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, even though you've got a big lead, you don't want to give him a cheapie. That's a nice block right there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is line to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
What a great performance up and down this lineup as they just cruise home to an easy 7-run victory.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 7-0. Good night from Milwaukee.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious...